Merry Christmas, everybody. How you doing? I'm in Northern California. It is raining, um, overcast, but I like the rain. Um, I hope you guys are okay, whether you have the things you need. I hope you're not going hungry. Um, I just really did a lot of prayers this morning on behalf of mankind, because some of us who have, and then some of us who do not have, it's pretty sad. And I received a lot of beautiful gifts from you guys. My friend Mark Rhodes donated to the my food bank, my favorite food bank. But as much as I love the gifts, and you should be getting the thank yous, please give to food banks right now. Good ones. Try look them up. Christmas cards. I'm slowly but surely getting through them. And Carol called to let me know there's more at Angel Heart. Okay, but don't worry, I'll get to them. I love the Christmas cards. So we have some chit chatting to do. First of all, I want to tell you that my Facebook page, Linda G. Comanche Psychic, is going to be deleted within 14 days. You ask for it to be deleted, and then they say it'll be 14 days. And then if you change your mind. But my problem is people are stealing like my pictures and stuff, making another Facebook page. The recent one was Linda Comanche page. And what they're doing is they're going to the messenger, taking the people that I have and offering free readings. And by the way, to have free reading, you got to sign up here and give your visa. And most of them are out of Africa and India. So it's a scam. I reported, it's happened several times. And then this last time I reported it, and whoever did it named Chris changed their page with their family and stuff on it, or fake family. And I think that's why Facebook came back and says it's not community standards. It doesn't, it's fine because it goes within community standards. What they don't understand is that these people are taking my followers and trying to scam them. So I'm done with Facebook. And I'm sorry, I had about 9,000, and I didn't advertise it much. But if you're on Facebook, know that page is going. If you get some sort of scam asking you if you want to have a free reading, that is not me. Speaking of free readings, I think this weekend we should pull the winners for January 1st. Okay. So it's so heartbreaking, but everybody wants a little something, you know what I'm saying? And they're in other countries. So basically, I guess they can do this, but a lot of people are congratulating me, saying that they hate Facebook. So I've been hearing a lot of stories about Facebook. I can't tell you yay or nay, but I'm not going to do Facebook anymore. I like Twitter. I have Twitter, and I've had people steal on Twitter, steal my image, etc. And Twitter, they take care of it right away. And by the way, I got banned on Twitter for 16 hours for the first time and only time because I told Donald Trump to quit his bitching. And that was threatening, I guess. And I said, quit the bitching, and that I'll be glad when you're gone. I'll be glad when January 20th comes. And that, I guess, was threatening. So, somebody, I don't think they read the tweet. I'll be honest with you. But anyway, so that I did get hit, and it was, I guess some people get deleted permanently and stuff, but I don't make any threats. That's just not me, unless it's an ex-husband. Okay. Also, I need a prayer for Kristy. She wrote me, I should have done this last week. She has cancer. She said her numbers were high. She didn't tell me the type of cancer, though. I think she might have, it seems like everybody that I'm getting asking for prayers has a variant. So if you could pray for Kristy also, I'd appreciate it. And if you could pray for all the children in the world, because this is a tough time. You know what I was tripping on? I was tripping on the fact that it wasn't that long ago that child labor was legal. And it's amazing that children, when you had a baby, it was like it was going to be a worker and it was someone to take care of you in your old age. They weren't looked at like we look at our children now. So it's interesting. But all those children out there working in coal mines, working in factories. And so considering how we treat our children now, except some people are still cruel, but it's amazing. Anyway, and thanks to laws and changing things, you can't do that anymore. So that's why we're going to have whole new laws and changing things. So presidents can't come in and be mafia bosses within the United States of America. So listen, first of all, let's talk about that bombing in Tennessee. I find that interesting. Why? Not the bombing itself, because we knew something was going to happen. The bombing, because there was some sort of, they put, I think, some sort of tape in the thing, and people thought gunshots were going off. That's why the police were called. And then the bomb went off, but the bomb squad was on its way, but everybody was out of the way. So 3 people got injured, but it tore up 20 buildings. So that was pretty significant. They will find out. They will find out, you guys. Okay. About the bombing in Tennessee. What can I tell you? And you know, our guide said there would be bombings, but are they going to be polite bombers like this bomber that gives you a head start before it happens? I just heard no. Others will follow. Some people were saying I smelled Trump. Trump, of course, didn't do this. But I do feel whoever did it didn't want to kill, didn't want a lot of deaths. They didn't want that. That was not the reason. They were doing damage. Tell me why this bombing was done in Tennessee. I was down there in Nashville. It's wonderful. God, I had a good time. They have these carts there that you sit on, like I think it's like 6 people and a bartender at the end, and people were drinking. They're having their cocktails, and you gotta pedal. And so these little pedal carts were going up and down with drunk people. Wouldn't have worked for me, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Maybe when I was younger, but now, no way. Okay, so what are these bombings about? We're trying to communicate something and giving us a heads up of what's to come. Okay. People are saying they're AT&T. I think it was near AT&T building. The hits are coming. More so, I feel they'll find out who these people are, by the way. Right now, it is a mystery, but they're going to be able to find who these people are. And they cut them off. Remember, I told you the FBI and the CIA was going to get in there and really take care of business. I'm seeing somebody coming forward. Hold on. Who is this? Somebody just said, Jesus just wants us to tell you that he's thanking you for all your well wishes for his birthday, or his, for his birthday. But this isn't really his birthday, as you know. He was not born on December 25th. I don't know who this is, but they're funny. Who is this? John Lennon. Have I even read you before? I think I have. John Lennon just said, sends well wishes, because Jesus is thanking you for all the fond wishes and all that, and honoring his birthday, his alleged birthday. It's a sad case of the world, Linda. Many are here trying to bring peaceful thoughts into mankind. This is why it's important for those of us who have an audience to speak of peace and try not to cause fear. Fear can be a real soul stopper. By that he means it can create a lot of damage. And I know I lived my life, most of my life as a child in my home in fear. And I know that fear is just the worst thing. And even us living now in this environment, just think of all the fear it's creating. Fear of Trump, what's he going to do next? So in a way, and a lot of you guys are practicing this, and I know I try to practice it. That's why Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I only watch Christmas movies. I didn't turn on MSNBC, nothing. The only thing got me mad yesterday was the Facebook. But whatever, it was probably time to get rid of it. We are here for you. Ooh, he's a bright light. Oh, I see George Harrison, you guys. Hey, George. He's still kind of like he doesn't want any attention. Man does not honor others. And then in that we create chaos. We are here. Okay, I know you're here. Okay, so this Trump thing and this virus, all of this was as prophesied. So know that this too will pass, and know that those who have crossed because of it truly aren't dead. They are still alive, and they're working over here. Some of them are very sad that they didn't listen because their families are suffering. Okay. There's a whole group of people over there. You know, when a lot of the Jews died in Auschwitz and because of the horrible things that Hitler did, I felt just now what he was showing me was all those deceased, all that energy of all those people helped bring as much as they could, some sense of peace in the United States of America and other worlds. It's almost like they were working. It was more people on the other side trying to lift people. That's weird. That's weird. Okay, thank you. Because man has free will and they will not interfere. If you give your life to a higher purpose and mean it with all your heart and your soul, they will come and they will work through you. But see, we're human beings, so we have free will. So sometimes we start to say, hand it over. And then we, well, you know, I want this by Tuesday, or never mind, or something. I'm going to give you a simple story about manifestation. I saw this crock pot that I really liked, but it was kind of expensive. And I decided, I'll wait, you know, because it's just a fancy crock pot. I got a gift from someone that was crock pot. Actually, it came with nothing on it, no card, no nothing. And I thought, wow, okay, I must have manifested this. So I get this beautiful crock pot. And I got contacted, the person contacted me and asked, did you get that? It came in Federal Express. I said, yeah, was that from you? What do you mean? There was no card? I said, there was nothing. And so she was like, what? And within 2 days, I got another one. But this one was wrapped with everything. So I was thinking, what the heck? So I contacted her. I said, I got another one. She said, what? So what I did is I sent that one back to her. So she has this particular place that sells these crock pots is down the street from her. So she could go return it. And then when she got it, she said, I took a close look and I realized, you know, this one's better than the one I have. So I kept it. So she's got a new crock pot. She did get charged twice for it. But it was interesting because I said, you're not going to believe this. I was just looking at this crock pot thinking I wanted it, but I didn't want to spend that money. And I manifest too. But it's just weird. It's just weird because energetically things weren't easy for me, you guys. The more I was in my human soul, the harder it was to achieve what I wanted. So we're here to be humans and we can't help but have egos. But the more you can space yourself from that, be the observer of the thinker. And it's a whole new light. It's a whole new world. And mine happened because of breast cancer. So I was desperate and I thought I was going to die. And I asked my guides, please don't let me die. And he said, what are you doing? You know, there's no such thing as death. And even that book, out of the blue, because I told my guides, you're going to have to help me because they're telling me, don't forget to write the book. Don't forget to write the book. And then out of the blue, I have wonderful people coming in, offering me the tools I need for the book. It's just amazing, you guys. It really does work. Although I've gone through a lot. I mean, there was many times that were, like my dad used to say, if it wasn't for bad luck, we'd have no luck at all. That was the story of my life. I remember Christmas Eve going down. I was a nurse, but I had to pay top money for a babysitter to work as a nurse. So I would go on Christmas Eve to Toys R Us early in the morning. Like, I think they open at 6 a.m. And I would buy all their presents because the check wouldn't get cashed till, you know, after Christmas. But that's how I lived for a while there. But some of the happier times, we had a little place we lived in with a huge yard and the kids were very happy. But yeah, I know what it's like. A friend of mine told me if you fold your check, I don't use checks anymore, but if you fold the check, it takes a couple extra days to cash it. That's not true anymore, but at that time it worked. So I've been there, you guys, done that. I know what it's like not to have, which I think I learned to be more appreciative of what I have. So, okay. So go ahead, John. Sorry. He is funny. He just said, you. He is funny. Oh my gosh. He's funny. Oh, like he's sitting there and I realized, well, I got to look back up at you. And he's like, it's all about you, Linda. I was just trying to tell a story. I know, he's laughing. Okay, so tell us what's going to happen, John. Since we have you here, we really appreciate, please envelop us with the light of love and make sure only the truth comes. We do not want any unnecessary information that does not stand in truth. We are here. Okay, thank you. It's more than me, Linda. This information I get is from others who are more vibrationally suited. My job is to work with mankind in helping create those magnificent bubbles of thought to create people understanding and knowing what to do, especially in our military and in our political realm. He's more in the UK, you guys. I know he died in New York, but he's more in the UK. And he's in Africa too. I'm getting a little dizzy. There is a lot of heartache going around. Donald Trump is symptom. And what this has done is created this like earthquake. And all this racism and everything is coming up. But Linda, you will see more beauty in man than ugly. He is a whisperer. He is somebody that's coming in. Sure, he shook things up, but it'll almost be like, we don't want to acknowledge him after this, like whatever. Now, somebody asked me, when did you say he will be found illegitimate? It's going to be, I'm not good with timeframes, and it's not up to me to do the timeframes, but I see him actually being written off. He just showed me them erasing him out of the books. We are going to find out so much stuff. I've told you guys this before. Underhanded. Evil works. He's a narcissist in every sense of the word. Okay, so I was just happened to be on YouTube, that story about that gentleman whose name I can't remember, but in the 60s, remember he had killed those nurses, 8 nurses. One girl managed to hide under the bed. I think his name was Richard. Anyway, he just told me, I had just was looking, this guy did this thing on the grave sites. I watch those stories about the famous where they're buried and stuff. And he just now said that Trump is no different than that guy, but he's not going to physically harm anybody, not from his end, but that's how he thinks. He even would like our future president-elect to just sort of disappear, but he's not going to do anything about it. No, he just destroys people. He's just lost. He doesn't kill people. He destroys people. But by destroying them, he can cause such anguish. People, sometimes my guides have always said to me to pick my fights well, because sometimes, even though as unfair as some things are, it's better for us to just wash our hands and walk away. But for some reason, and I would tell you guys, listen, the Trump thing is going to be, a little bit here and there, but it's not. But it's just like it can't be helped, because it's like I see this book open and all this information is flying out. So it's like they tap into something and bing, bing, bing. We won't have to look for it. It's going to come to us. And also, people involved with Trump are going to come and tattletale. They're like, you know what he did? You know what he did? And I don't know if you guys have heard, but McConnell's talking to his people and telling them, don't show your butt during the January thing. So, okay. So, Trump did this whole bit. He doesn't care about people getting $2,000. But he did this whole thing to screw with the Republicans, because he's mad at them, because he doesn't feel, because McConnell announced that Biden won the election. And by God, you're going to do that? Just like he was mad at Barr. And Barr even said, there's something going on with Trump. He's been acting strange. So he's flipping out. So his idea of getting back is, well, we'll let them, remember what I used to tell you guys. I used to tell you when Hitler was in the bunker and they were coming to burn Berlin, and the Russians were coming. And they said, sir, should we warn everybody, you put the sirens on, tell them to get out of the town? And he said, no, let them die, because they didn't protect me enough. So thousands of Germans were killed because what's his face threw a fit and said, no, y'all can die. So now it's not literal with Trump. He's not wanting anybody to die, but he's like, I'm going to get back at y'all. He is so desperate to hold on to that seat, you guys. He knows he's in trouble. There's so much good stuff coming up. You guys get ready. It's going to be one thing. It's like karma's a bitch. So before we go on, okay, while I've got you here, he's still here. While I've got you here, he's young again. I can see his face just as clear as day. Beautiful eyes. Okay, John, help me. Answer for everybody. What was the purpose? Who were the people that set that explosion in the van that damaged 20 places and injured 3? What was the purpose? It was early in the morning, right? And it must have been cold because I can feel the chill. They set it up so not that many people would get hurt. And it was early in the morning, so it was even more set up. A place that would normally be crowded, people running around on Christmas Day. And they planned Christmas Day. They wanted to make a point on Christmas Day. Who did this? Zealots? Who did this? Justice will occur, you guys. I don't want you to worry about that. We will find out who it is. It's like CIA, FBI. They're on it. Now, I thought it was American made, but it is showing the world. So it could be someone. Who was this? Can you tell me who it is? The light will come on it. It's some sort of dark, undercover, think they can get away with it, just trying to make a point. Working against, oh my God, you guys. I thought it was white terrorism, but I think it's going to be more. I think it might be more international, Russian or something. It's people in the United States doing it for somebody outside. I don't know about Iran, but it feels like they're doing it to make a point and something else is being planned. This feels like more than once, okay? But I see them kind of setting it up where people don't, not that many people die. That's what I'm seeing. Another one's coming up. There's somebody setting another one up. The world will look on. I'm seeing either Michigan or Minneapolis. I'm seeing like, not AT&T, but I'm seeing like even some power stuff going on. Power and or water, where they mess us up, where it's hard for us to, we're in there. Because what they're doing now, especially once Biden comes in, they will block all that stuff that the Russians took. But also we're setting up stuff to be able to hurt the Russians. Not physically, but it's going to be so bad in Russia that probably is where I saw Putin running. Because I see, number one, the sanctions, and number two, oh, you think you're going to do this to us? Well, guess what? And I see other nations working with the United States once Biden's in there. So don't worry about it. No worries, okay? Is there anything else you want to tell us, John? In this angst and anguish, give peace a chance. Know that we are vibrationally actually going on a higher level. So we're connecting with something outside of ourselves. The whole purpose of me doing these videos, you guys, as a lot of you know the story, is I was told to do them. I didn't want to do video, but I was told I would help calm people down. So in this madness, and thank God Biden won, right? We were as close to having a Hitler as we would have ever had. Because trust me, if he won again, you thought it was bad before. So what he wants to do is he wants to blow up the ship. Okay, that's what I just heard. Okay, and that's, you know, that's like he wants to make it miserable for us. And then he's hoping they'll blame McConnell. Interesting. Okay, so tell us about the stimulus. That $2,000, he could care less. Nancy Pelosi and all those guys are busting their rears. All right then, cool, let's do this. And he's not gonna. And McConnell should say, yes, sir, we'll do this. Tell me what's gonna happen. Are we gonna get a stimulus package before the end of this year? Which is only a few days away. Okay, thank you. Whoa, thank you. So I just heard as clear as day that the minions that worked around him, I just saw that Kelly gal, all those people that are around him and lying to this nation and telling us on his holiday in Mar-a-Lago that he'll be busy making phone calls and doing this and that for the people of the United States, where all he's doing is eating and playing golf. He's not a very good man. Yes, we know that. Thank you very much. His soul energy. He's a puppet. He's a puppet for Putin. He's always been kind of ugly, but Putin's got him. Putin's got him around the neck. Putin's got him. Okay, so tell me what I can tell everybody about the stimulus check. Well, these poor families, these people getting evicted. Oh, no, don't tell me that. Oh, I just heard it's going to get a little worse before it gets better. Once Biden comes in, a lot of good things are going to happen. I almost see him having something to put through, bada bing, bada boom. So it must be that we're going to get the Senate, because I see bing, bing. First of all, we want to do this. We're going to start this. So they're coming in with a game plan, you guys. We'll be able to take a breath of fresh air. Why am I seeing, not Devin Nunes, Matt? You know that Matt guy? I just saw him like trying to get out the door, but they lock it, and he's even pounding his head on the door, trying to get out the door. So he's got trouble coming up, you guys. Matt Gaetz or something. The one that was dating Trump's daughter. That was all a fake. Will people get a stimulus check? Please let us know. Oh my God, I'm so pissed. Look at them sitting on it. Look at them waiting on it. The angel of light and mercy is coming to help. So call upon the powers that be. We're struggling, but yes, the outcome is yes, but it's after the struggle, after the battle. Some sort of battle's taking place. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what I heard. I'm almost thinking that the Republicans might do something to Trump, maybe the 25th. There might even say, listen, because he's going to try to stop the government from working too. Now, they were able to override his veto because he vetoed it. They were able to override the military funding. But like this particular thing for this, Rachel Maddow said there's something called a pocket veto. And what it is he can sit on it for so many days, you know. He's trying to make a point, and he really is mad at them for not standing up and saying, no, this president has won. Some of his cronies have said it, but not McConnell. McConnell said, no, he's lost. So McConnell's going to everybody and saying, don't start anything January 6th, I believe. So let's check it out. The January 6th event. Will there be a lot of trouble? Will it be a nothing burger? McConnell's telling people that Biden has won. Remember, I saw him sitting in front of Trump? Well, apparently even Pence talked to Trump, and Pence told him that, sir, I cannot do the things you're requesting. I can't change the electoral votes. He told him that. I mean, it's actually going to be better for him that he's gone, and then the Republican people can feel, because he created a lot of chaos. And also he made it, remember I told you I had that feeling Fox News was glad kind of that he didn't win? He was such a bully. He was creating chaos. So in a way it's like, yeah, ding dong, the witch is dead. We don't have to deal with being told off the minute we're on television. So John wants me to tell you guys, yes, this fool is even going to pardon himself. He just said, pardon me. This fool will pardon himself, but none of these pardons are going to work. Okay? So what could start off as chaos goes reversed, okay? For the 6th. The new cycle comes in, and victory is ours. And here we are working from scratch, building up the new beginning. So they will create some chaos, but it doesn't last very long. Okay? It's going to work out. It's going to work out, you guys. I think once he knows there's something to do, he thinks he can pardon himself. Maybe that's why he stays in the United States for a little longer than we thought. They might take his passport. But I think he thinks that he can get away with stuff. So tell me about the pardons. And don't worry about who he pardons, okay? Every time I heard about the next person, even a killer, even the guy that took all that money from Medi-Cal, even these thieves, he's pardoning, not good people that maybe got a bad rap. Tell me when you can tell me. Like, we want Reality Winner to get a pardon. I think she will. Tell me what I can tell everybody. Tell me what I can tell everybody. Will he try? Yeah, he thinks he's king. He will definitely try to give himself, handing himself a pardon. He thinks he's king. But it looks, why would you pardon yourself if you don't think you're guilty? Oh. It's going to be ugly, you guys. Justice is ours, saith the Lord. Yeah, you can pretty much take this to the bank, you guys. He's desperately seeking for people to help him. Even that lady, Susan Powell, is that her name? Suzanne Powell, whatever her name is. She can't help him. You know, Trump's going to get sick with all this. It's going to create, I've told you this before. It's just so much stuff. He might even use the fact that he's sick for holding off on things. But even this little terrorist cells and things that are coming up in his name, it's not going to work out. It falls apart sooner than later. We're going to be on them like flies, so you know what. I just want to ask, though, January 6th, besides that thing that's going to happen in Congress, he's asked for his people to come out and march, the Proud Boys and all those. They're trying to think of ways to sneak in guns. It's bad move, bad move. What's going to happen outside? I don't know if he's coming back to the White House because I see him watching it on TV. I don't see him being around because he knows he's going to be fingered for it. Or they're going to tell him, get on the horn and tell these people to back off. Yeah, Barr's trying to save his own neck, you guys. He got out because he knew. He knew, I think Trump might have told him who he was thinking of partying, and Barr knew this was not going to look good. Will there be chaos in the streets in Washington, D.C.? Yeah, there'll be some chaos. There'll be some like, what? But again, some people will be jailed. I don't see any death or anything. I just see chaos. They really think they're working for a good cause. But he's not a very good cause. And he's taking money from these people that are sending money in, and he just wants to fatten the person he'd like to take off. Interesting, he thinks he can pardon himself. I didn't think he'd be that stupid to do that, but it's not. It's going to work against him. And all those other people, they're going to find. Remember, I told you, might take 1 year, 2 years. They're going to find out he's not even a legitimate president. So everything he did can be reversed. And they say Mueller did not do all the charges he could because he feared Trump pardoning Manafort and some other people. And that now those charges can come out and they can't be pardoned as soon as Biden comes in. Hail to the, yeah. Okay, you guys, Merry Christmas. I'll be back on Sunday. We got Sterling. And God bless everyone. God bless each and every one of us. Thank you, John. Thank you, George. George didn't really talk too much. He was more in the corner. Every time I see George, he's wearing a white robe, where John was like kind of dressed in the 60s. Okay, you guys. Take care.